Wyman Coluzza, spelled C-O-L-U-Z-Z-A.
All right, your official title?
I'm First Assistant District Attorney.
Okay, perfect. And how do you proceed from this point with this case?
Well, what will happen next is there will be discovery conducted between the prosecution and the defense. A number of items will be turned over to the defense. There will be a motion date, which the judge set for the 20th of September. The defense will have an opportunity to file various motions with the court. We will answer them. There will probably be a pretrial hearing concerning the admissibility of a couple of oral statements. And then ultimately, the case will proceed to trial.
Yeah, I heard you mention the oral statements in there. Can you elaborate on that at all, what those were?
I really am not in a position at this point to talk in detail about any evidence, but statements that we may wish to use, the people may wish to use at trial. And in order to preserve our right to use those statements at trial, we have to establish at a pretrial hearing that they were lawfully obtained.
No deal will be offered, Mr. Patterson, it sounds like.
We had a very brief pretrial conference. I can't really discuss what was discussed, and I really can't speak to that issue.
Can you speak to the severity of this crime?
I can tell you that it is an extremely severe crime, and it entails certainly an extremely severe sentence if convicted.
You look very feeble today. How difficult has it been to go forward with this case since he's been in the hospital pretty much since the shooting happened?
Again, our investigation continues independent of his track of progress through the hospital. But ultimately, it caused some delay initially in the case. However, we do have a timetable we need to keep to. The case was presented to the grand jury within the statutory 45-day time period, and we're going to continue to proceed on a normal course.
Have you spoken to the suspect?
I have not spoken to the suspect directly, no.
We saw the parents in the courtroom this morning. Have you been able to speak with them at all? Do you know how they're doing? Quite frankly, I was kind of surprised that they showed up. They've showed a strong face all along, but have you spoke to them?
I have spoken to them. I spoke to them previously. Shortly after the incident first occurred, we have maintained regular contact with the family of Deputy Wyman, certainly, as we would with the family of any victim of a homicide. That's part of what the district attorney's office does, is keep them informed and provide whatever support we can.
We see deputies in there too, obviously. I mean, their interest in this is pretty high as well, it seems.
Oh, certainly. I would expect that. That certainly is something that resounds deeply and affects greatly members of law enforcement. So their presence today is no surprise, and it's certainly very encouraging.
Although this is just the start of the proceedings, what do you hope the outcome will eventually be?
I hope the outcome will be a just outcome. Our job, our mission as prosecutors is to present the case, to do so thoroughly and completely, and to put the matter in the hands of the jury. And I hope that justice is served.
And the charge? And what do you hope that he's found guilty of?
Again, I don't want to talk about my personal hopes. My personal hope for the case is that we put the best possible case forward that we can, that we do so and leave no stone unturned, and that the jury critically evaluate all of the evidence and they reach a verdict that they feel is just.
Under these charges, maximum sentence of 20 years.